Welcome, aspiring filmmakers of the new Hollywood generation. My name is Orlando Delbert. This is Hollywood Unapologetic. Today I want to speak about filming essentials, film distribution, deciding your film title, sales sheets as part of your distribution strategy, and the new Hollywood generation. If you haven't watched Filmmaking Essentials, Film Distribution Basics, Distribution Strategy, and the new Hollywood generation, I'll have a link at the end of this episode for you to check out. You may be asking yourself, what does the title of my film matter? What does my film title have to do with distribution? Actually, quite a lot. I know from my experience, writing screenplays and working on hundreds of productions for film and television, often brought in during development, I've seen a screenplay's title change several times of many of the films during the production process. The reasons can be from the story itself has changed so much from the original text, the mood progressions have changed, to considering the marketability of the film. Considering the marketability of the film. I've been told from a friend who's the number 2 guy in a film distribution company 3 questions they need answered to even begin considering distributing a film. What is the name of the film? Are there recognizable names in the film? What does the filmmaker need to finish the film? I've spoken about these 3 questions throughout the series. The previous episode I speak about the importance of having recognizable names in a film, especially if they are active on social media. Check it out if you haven't already after this episode. Having cast members with recognizable names helps ensure your project's chances of being distributed. But you have to also understand distributors generally want to see a film title that is easy to remember, short, and not complicated. This directly ties into, or should tie into, your distribution strategy. Having a non-complicated and short film title helps it be remembered. Of course, there are exceptions to this. Usually from a more established director or a film with a lot of recognizable names, but in the most part, many more successful films made today have names made up of 1 to 3 words. Think about that for a moment. Maybe the best way to illustrate this is to look at the marketing materials from your favorite independent film. I like to think of film sales sheets as a powerful tool to introduce your film project. I strongly believe your film's first impression is the most important. Whether you're reading someone's screenplay or sitting in an art house cinema, what you first see is usually going to shape your initial opinion and openness to wanting more. Your film's one sheet is that initial exposure you are showing the world. Think of a movie poster to a favorite film of yours. What do you remember about it? Does it show a favorite actor or actress? Is said actor or actress posing in a certain way, or running away from an explosion or monsters in the background? Are 2 lovers embracing and looking into one another's eyes with explosions or monsters in the background? Does the imagery fit the film's title and vice versa? Do you remember the poster art at all, or just the film's title? What you as a filmmaker need to think about as part of your distribution strategy: how effective is my one sheet? When I did close-to-air designs for live television, myself and other designers made an effort to create designs that told the story without any text. It set the mood of what the story is about for the viewer. The emotional component we bond to. The text or title just solidified it. The title became the hook, what they will remember. Maximum impact was the goal of each individual design while sticking with the show's brand. Your film title and one sheet design needs the same consideration. Your film title needs to work together with the artwork of your film poster or one sheet, and it has to be designed to get people excited about your film. You want maximum impact. You want the combined artwork to be memorable, especially the film's title. You want the lasting emotional connection, the hook. And even more importantly, at this stage, you want maximum impact toward an executive who can open the doors to the world for your film. When done right, the emotions in your one sheet will provide the lasting bond, the bond lasting hopefully long enough for them to call you, while the name sticks with them far longer. The film's name is what they'll always remember, but subconsciously is still tied to the emotions. Think about how powerful of a tool that is. But the one sheet or your film's poster is only half of what is needed, the front half. You also need the second part, the back half, to bring home the executive. This is known as the sales sheet. I like to think of a sales sheet as an ad for your film. Your dynamic imagery and title of the poster art on the front wows them, brings them into your film's ethos. Oh, and let's not forget your film's tagline. The backside has your film synopsis in a brief, easy-to-read layout, followed by key points of the story you want the executive to take interest in. Remember, your goal is to get film distributors interested in your film. Your film's title is the first thing they will remember when they pick up your sales sheet. The imagery or the cover has to flow and complement the film's title, reinforcing the film's title. Combined with the information on the backside, the sales sheet becomes the tool that solidifies the executive's interest in your film, and all begins with having an effective film title. One of the things mentioned throughout this series, Hollywood is about making money. What that truly means, you and I are of little significance to the bean counters and check signers unless we're able to produce something that can be monetized in their best interest, not ours. This is certainly true in the distribution side because billions of dollars every year come directly from distribution. Many creative artisans don't fully understand or open to that line of thinking. This only hinders his or her chances of success, unfortunately, when it comes to deal making and negotiating. So many filmmakers get burned once they're looking for distribution options because they don't always fully understand what they are signing off on. These details can be somewhat confusing or even daunting for some. Believe me, I get it. By this point, you should have an experienced entertainment attorney representing your deal. An experienced entertainment attorney's job is to be your advocate. You want someone who is able to negotiate, or better said, improve a distributor's offer. Getting an entertainment attorney on board ensures you and everyone involved gets the best deal while protecting your project legally and financially. As members of the new Hollywood generation, we're all in it together. Be safe, be smart, and don't forget to be great. More on success in filmmaking, success in life can be found in Pollyanna's tear-soaked Battlefields of Hollywood, Survival Guide Against the Cynicism and Hypocritical. I'm going to add a link at the very end to this episode, Filmmaking Essentials, Film Distribution Basics, Distribution Strategy, and the new Hollywood generation. Go check it out. Are you ready for the challenge?